Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a silly six story. We're going to watch a bit of it and then I'm going to set you the challenge, and then later on you can watch it all. I've put the link on the home learning timetable so you can watch it all, and also there's another bit of a challenge at the end of it when you've watched it all too, so you might want to do that as well. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to shrink myself so I'm not in your way.
This is M.W. Penn, and I'm here to read you the story of King Sidney the Silly, who only eats 6. Sarah Tomer and I collaborated on bringing you this story, and it won the Press Club Award for the Best Children's Book the year it was published. So I hope you enjoy it. This is a portrait of King Sidney in his royal robes. King Sidney is silly. He only eats 6. 6 string beans, 6 peanuts, 6 peppermint sticks, 6 jelly sandwiches, 6 apple pies, 6 baked potatoes with sand in their eyes, 6 cups of lemonade, 6 mugs of tea, 6 spoons of sap from the sugar plum tree. He will not eat less, and he will not eat more. He never eats 7, 11, or 4. He'll eat almost anything. He never begs. But Sidney the Silly King only eats 6. This is Sidney's butler and Sidney's table. Can you count the string beans? Once, Sidney was eating a 6th tiny pie. He counted 6 cherries, then 7. Oh my, 7 sweet cherries. What could Sidney do? So Sidney hid 1 cherry under his shoe. He squished it and squashed it and made a big spot. Was King Sidney sorry? King Sidney was not. I won't eat that cherry. Don't try any tricks. I'm Sidney the Silly. I only eat 6. Now the chef of the palace was Brawley from Brix's, a clever young cook who made wonderful mixes for pancakes and sweet cakes with nut butter fluff, for rich chocolate cookies, and other great stuff. But Brawley was in an unusual fix. King Sidney the Silly would only eat 6. This is a picture of Brawley from Brix's, busily making his 6s. Poor Brawley could never make 5 from his mixes. If Sidney the Silly would only eat 6s. When Brawley made Sidney the Silly just 4, he'd pound on the table and order 2 more. If Brawley was foolish and made Sidney 9, King Sidney the Silly would simply not dine. So Brawley was careful dividing his mixes. Chef Brawley from Brix's would only make 6s. Brawley made pea soup and sea soup and custard, burgers with ketchup and hot dogs with mustard. But taste didn't matter. So Brawley got flustered. I'm the very best chef. I am Brawley from Brix's. I'm wasting my time if I only make 6s. I can make 6 of anything. When I complete them, whatever I've made, silly Sidney will eat them.
Okay, we're going to stop it there. Ready for our challenge. I hope you enjoyed Silly Sidney. So Silly Sidney only eats 6s. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to make Silly Sidney a plate of 6. And you can do it however you want. You can do it at lunchtime with food if you want to. Or if you've got a play kitchen at home, you can do it with the play kitchen food. Or you can draw it. Or you can do a bit of all of that if you want to, and see how many different plates of 6 you can make for Silly Sidney. So I've got some examples to show you. So here is my first plate of 6, and you can see that I've used play food. So I've got 1 orange, 1 ice cream, 1 croissant, and 3 sausages, which all together make a plate of 6. And I've also got another plate of 6 here, which has got 2 tomatoes, 2 cakes, and 2 oranges, which all together are a plate of 6. And I have also drawn 1 too. So on my plate that I've drawn, I've got 1 burger, 2 tomatoes, and 3 potatoes. And all together, they make 6. Now, while you're making your plates of 6, chat to your grown-up about what numbers you're using, what number of things you're using, or write them down if you're drawing them, and see if you can find some different ways to do it. So don't just do 1 plate for Silly Sidney, maybe do 2 or 3, or if you really enjoy it, do lots. Okay, now later on, when you've done that, you can click on the link and watch the whole story, because at the end, you'll find out how Silly Sidney solves his problem. And then perhaps you would like to have a go at doing what he does. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to give it away, but you could, when you've watched the story, perhaps have a go at what Sidney does using your dinner, or you could use Play-Doh or a piece of paper. But that is for later on. So don't forget that we are making Silly Sidney's plates of 6s, all ready for him to eat. Okay, and we're looking forward to seeing all those different plates that you make. Okay, see you tomorrow.